Hi, it's Lola Joy. I wanted to talk about a couple more things that I've been doing to improve my life and to help my mental health kind of get back on track. So I wrote out a list this time. One is not go shopping as often because when I go shopping too often, I am not satisfied ever with anything I have, and simply enjoying what I have can help me like be mentally more stable and not as impulsive. Okay. Get out in the community more is number 2. So getting out, and like we went to see some races the other day, and I like contributed to the crowd being louder, and that got everyone else like feeling good. And like I wasn't the only one, of course, but like I feel good about doing that and helping out the community in that little way. And it's just the races were fun and everyone loved it. So, and I was like, I left there thinking, I want to race, but we'll see. Focusing on fixing my problems and not hyper focusing on it. So that's number 3. So fixing my problems instead of simply looking at them and doing nothing about them helps that stress go away for me, because I'm doing something about it, and as long as I'm working on my problems, I feel like I have a life. It just feels like I'm living. Okay. Drinking more water. So like I have this here and it has ice in it, and it's just one of those simple pleasures that I enjoy. And to have enough water helps me to think more clearly, helps me not be too stressed, helps me to process my food better and not feel like throwing up. And if you drink water, you don't get heat stroke as easily. Still need salt, but that's another story. Staying clean and smelling nice. So I'm breaking this rule right now because I smell terrible. Because it's hot outside. Oh my gosh, it's going to be like 90s, in the 90s this week. 80s and 90s. But if I shower more often, wash my hair more often, take care of my hair, take care of my skin a little bit more, and put on deodorant, then I'm not like disgusted with myself, and I don't feel like I don't mean very much. I feel like I mean something when I smell nice, and it's just like a calming thing for me. Okay. So not caring what others think about how I dress, and not and dressing practically with a cool vibe. So like what I'm wearing now is not exactly cool, but it's like, well, it's cool. Right. But not, if I can walk outside with whatever, I can escape a fire, and I can not like think, oh, I'm wearing the wrong clothes. I need to stay in the house. But when there's fire, you gotta get out of the house. You can't care about what people think about how you wear when there's fire, So, like, that's how I think of it. Okay, singing and working on those high notes. So I like to sing, and I think I sing pretty well, but I have some things I'm working on, and if I'm working on those, I feel more confident with my voice, and just with speaking, even, it helps out with it. And working on the high notes is really hard, but it's important to my soul. So if I'm doing that, it's nice. Okay, number 8, ceasing to focus on things that stress me out. So if I'm focused on, when I'm talking to a person and I'm focusing on the fact that they're talking too loudly to me instead of what they're saying and caring about what they're saying, then I miss what they're saying and I don't build a friendship. But when I focus on the right thing, I do build that friendship. Okay, so journaling and writing down my feelings is number 9. So journaling helps me to know who I am, and it helps me to know what I think of something and be more confident in what I think about it instead of letting someone else determine how I think about something, because honestly, isn't that what happened in World War II? Okay, that's debatable. But what happened in World War II that made everyone just completely lose their personality and follow this one guy who was crazy, So if I can journal something, it's like the solution to my problems, just writing stuff down. And plus, it's inscribing history. And someone's going to look at that later and they're going to be like, oh, that's what happened in this time period, because it's physical evidence. So I just think that's cool. Okay, 10 is simply enjoying life, the quiet, the loudness, the good and the bad. So, how I can be satisfied with what I wear could be to be I walk out of the door, I'm not completely satisfied with what I'm wearing, and I'm like, oh, my hair looks weird and fuzzy, but just rock it. Just be who cares? I am who I am. This is me. This is how I stepped out the door. These are the decisions that I made. I'm stuck with it, and just be confident in who I am. Also, enjoy, wearing high heels for a time, because you're not going to do that forever, because it destroys your body. But, okay, I got $1 today to spend for myself and, some money to go out to eat. It's not that much, honestly. It's not that much. And there was a time period where I was living off of $1 a day for a meal, and I didn't have anything in the fridge. And I had no other way of eating, so it's just be thankful for those little things. Sometimes in that situation that I was in, someone else would pay for food for me, and I was so grateful for that. But I was living off of $1, and that freaked me out. But I was thankful for that $1. Don't get me wrong. I was thankful for that little bit of food that I got. And now I'm in a much better place. With food and with my emotions and not being in a bad situation. So, yeah, but, I'm grateful for those bad experiences and those good experiences. I'm also grateful for times when it is quiet. You know, it's kind of hard to be grateful for quietness when you love loudness. And I love loudness, but I also love quietness, you know. So to get myself to that place, I had to say, you know, I'm thankful for this. And yeah. And to be okay with loudness, I had to say to myself, you know, I'm grateful for it being loud because that means someone's alive, you know. But anyway, that's what I have to say today. You take care. It's Lola J. See you later.